All right, it's day one of the sub 5 minute mile training. It's a blustery, rainy day today in Melbourne. It's going to be hot later on in the week, but I think today and tomorrow is pretty much raining. So just a 6K run to get us going today, and then we'll get into some interval tomorrow, which should be fun. It's a nice cruisy start, 40Ks for the first week, and today's 6K is at a 5 to sort of 5:30 pace. So hopefully the rain sort of stays at what it is, and I'll let you know how I go during the run. All right, we are 4Ks in to our first session, and legs are heavy already. When you stop running for a while, you literally go back to ground zero, and that's what I've done. Haven't done much. Now getting back into it. Takes a couple of weeks to get back into the groove and feel that pace under your legs again and feel good running, because I've always said running's fucking hard. I love running in the rain because, as you can see, there's no one else out here. Make up excuses for whatever, but in the end, you've got to get it done. You say you're going to do it, you go and do it. That's my motto. So we are back for episode 2 of this sub 5 minute mile series. It's, again, week 1 is all about building the foundation, building the building blocks, week on week, day on day, and just ticking it off. So if you're feeling like I am this week and it's been hard to get back into the groove, if you haven't been running as often as you'd like and you're just sort of getting back into it, I can tell you what, it feels hard. The day 1 6K run, easy run, zone 2 running, should be able to speak, should be easy. Even though we did a lower body session in the strength and conditioning class, we did at the Performance Club, my legs were heavy and I was fatigued. It was hard. It was a lot harder than what it should be. But that's okay. So if you're feeling like what I'm feeling right now and you're feeling like far out, this is only going to get a lot harder, which it is. Every single week and every single session is going to get harder and harder. What you need to understand is some days are going to be easier. Some days are going to be easy runs, and they should be recovery. They should be zone 2. And then some days we interval runs where you need to give a bit more effort and you need to stay at the pace that's set. The program for me is designed by McCurdy Training, and my coach is Jack. So we'll put them in the description down the bottom. So if you want an individual program, you need to hit them up. You need to hit them up for an individual program based on your ability and your past running experiences. For me, jumped on a phone call with Jack. We went through all my past and obviously what we're looking to do and looking to achieve in this next 12 weeks and beyond. So whatever times you see on my program is what I'm to follow. You're going to be a lot different depending on where you are and where you sit in the spectrum of your running history and past injuries and all that sort of stuff and your fitness levels. So for me, this first week was all about getting back into momentum of getting back into a structured program. I never have time off as such. I do get lazy, as in I might eat not as well as I'd normally eat. I might not eat as much my Muscle Chef meals. I might forget to order it. I might do all this stuff, but I know when I am focused on achieving a result and focused on a structure of a program like this, I'm ordering the meals, my Muscle Chef meals, every single week. They're getting delivered every Sunday. I know they're there. I know that's what I'm having. I'm not lazy. I know I'm doing 5 strength and conditioning classes. I know I'll do some boxing sessions. I know for my running program, I need to tick off every single day that I need to tick off. It's a non-negotiable. So I'm really excited by having that structure in my life and having that challenge in front of me that is, it's putting yourself out there and doing something like this is difficult, and having a look at the paces that need to be achieved throughout this program. Week 1, day 1, it's only going to get a lot harder every single session. So I'm excited and I'm also nervous. Do you know what I mean? When you put yourself out there to run something like this, a sub 5 minute mile, they say is as hard or harder than running a sub 3 hour marathon, which is an extreme level of fitness and dedication. So I've had a chat to Jack and McCurdy program training, so they've set me up with a program to achieve what I need to achieve. I just need to go out there and knock out the numbers every single week. So week one, do you know what I mean? It was all about just getting back in the rhythm of running, it, do you know what I mean, daily, having Wednesday and Sunday off, and then also ticking it off every single other day other than that, and not giving any excuse as to why not to do it. And that's why I love having a structured program by a coach. That's why I love having our strength and conditioning classes here at the Performance Club. I book in, I know I'm doing it, that's what I'm doing. There's non-negotiables on top of that. I commit to it, I do it. And so Monday, 6K easy run, felt really heavy, felt really sluggish.
All right, so first one done and dusted, 6K run. Wasn't sunshine and rainbows today, but it's good to get the first one off and ticked off. Again, you're all hyped up when you make these challenges and you get really excited, really motivated, and then the day you want to start or the day you're scheduled to start, your motivation definitely gets less and less because you understand the hardness and what's about to take place. And that's one of the things that doesn't matter who you are. Things like this, they are hard. When you put a challenge, any sort of challenges, to run a fun run, any sort of activity, getting up in the morning, go to the gym, you have great intentions the night before, got me all packed, I'm ready to go, and then the morning wakes up and you're tired and you don't want to go. And it's a bit of the same when you've got a challenge in mind. So the idea is that you don't worry about motivation. It's about consistency. It's about following the program day in, day out. You've got a thing to accomplish every single day. And the idea of doing it with a group of people who want to jump on board and push themselves in any sort of capacity really motivates me. So
again, that's to be expected when I'm just starting back up. So if you're feeling exactly the same as me, don't worry about it, it's okay, it's week one. If you haven't started training yet and you've had a week where you're like, oh fuck, I should really try this, or I should jump on this program, or I should just give it a go, let's do it. Come on, you've missed 1 week, let's jump on back on it, let's do it together. Because I really want to get as many people involved in this challenge as possible. For me, my program is designed by Jack and McCurdy Training. If you want an individual program, you need to hit them up because the numbers that are set on, as you'll see, for the second week going forward are for me. They're based on my result to get a sub 5 minute mile. Yours is going to be different depending on what your targets are. The Tuesday interval run at the Ath Track, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, was a really good sesh. I really loved that sesh. Good to get some speed work.
So it's day 2, week 1. This whole series is about giving you the tools and knowledge to PB your next event, to push yourself out of your comfort zone, do something and to really test yourself, something you don't think you could do. At the moment, I'm a long way off a sub 5 minute mile, I can tell you that right now. But the aim is this 12-week block. We do everything we say we're going to do and we knock it off. So today's a 3K warm up, end up being nearly 4 from the gym to the Ash Track, and then it's 1 minute on, 1 minute off. The 1 minute on, we stay at 4:07 pace. Time to go again. I'm meant to be going at a 4:07 pace for the 1 minute on, and we're running a little bit too quick at the moment. I need to pull that back a bit. Stick to the plan of 4:07 and I feel good at the end. First week building back up. Haven't done much running for a little while, so got to build it up. That one, held back at the start. Try to really turn off a bit. That's the whole aim with these runs. Even though it's a high intensity, when we're going, we've got to try and turn off. And let's get the legs and mind ticking over in a way that it doesn't feel that hard. I just feel in a rhythm. So my off pace is about a 5 to a 5:20. Alright, 6 done. Where it gets to start a little bit more difficult. Breathing's pretty good. Feeling not too bad. Pretty heavy after yesterday's leg session and yesterday's first run in this preparation, but what can you expect for not doing much recently? So that's 12 done. One last recovery, 1 minute, and then got a 2K cool down. I'll run home. Pretty hot today, 25 degrees. Day 2, knocked it off, hit all the targets. Another one ticked off. Let's go. Make sure you join in, get involved. It's time to go.
Again, all my program and design and challenges we've done recently have been for a longer endurance base, so a lot slower, longer runs, take a lot more time to get it done, and we don't sort of hit those paces of a sub 5 minute mile, 4:07 pace for 1 minute, stuff like that. And this is why I'm so excited about this program, is that it's different, and this will also set us up for high rocks training, which we're really going to have a big crack at this year, is our high rocks. And I think we're having chat to Kieran today, and I think doing a doubles with him and the individual races, I reckon we lock away every single state this year, and we knock high rocks off and see if we can get to some high level high rocks events, because I think that's the 1K efforts into some strength in endurance is definitely down my alley, and that's sort of a hybrid sort of athlete, and that's what we look to sort of compete in. So we had a rest day on Wednesday. Thursday, got back to an easy run, ran that with Hayden. That was just a long 6K effort again. So Friday we had the interval run, did a hill session, 30-second on, 1 minute recovery. Saturday we had the 10K easy run into a recovery day tomorrow for our Sunday, and then we hit back into week 2. I think with integrating the strength and conditioning classes that we do at the Performance Club, it is about staying strong. It is about laying a foundation of our strength, as well as obviously getting our conditioning in. Still doing a fair bit of boxing, which has been good, a bit of a change up as well. But I guess it's all about, if you haven't been doing much running, laying the foundation, laying the bricks, and not putting too much pressure on feeling good this first week. Because if you're feeling like me, you're feeling sluggish, you're feeling sluggish. Again, the last did a really good prep before we went to Bali. That was in sort of November, where I was probably at my peak, eating really good, training really solid, had a really good focus area, and then let myself slip. I've been eating a lot of Uber Eats, like I said. So been enjoying going to the ath track. That's something different. The hill work, something different. But I guess it's about just making sure that you lay the foundations with your food and nutrition. And one thing we'll delve into more into this series is what we're looking to achieve with our food. Again, my muscle chef is my go-to in terms of when I'm focused and when I'm eating properly. That is my go-to. That's when I know I'm fueled up and at my best. So getting back on that, be sitting about 2.5 calories, about 200 grams of protein is a focus area, and about 200 grams of carbs as well. That'll give me the energy. It's sort of a low-fat diet, well not diet, low-fat sort of nutrition plan that I'm following. 3 of those days, so my off days are Sunday and the Wednesday, and also one other day, I'm hitting 2,200 calories, so stripping that right back to make sure that we're fueled up on the other days, that we're consuming all that exercise and those hard runs and being fueled up, ready to go, but also weighing myself, and I'm at 89 now, need to get back down to that 85, and I don't want to strip it too quickly. I want to make sure that's done over sort of a 7-week period, that I can lose that sort of 4 kilos, so that I'm not low on energy, not to be able to complete the running sessions that I want to complete at the level I need to complete it at. So looking forward to, I guess, feeling back to how I was feeling. And again, it's okay to let yourself go, and not let yourself go, but it's about staying ready to go always. And that's what I'm always big on, is, I mean, I'm never going to stop training for more than a couple of days. So I'm training, but then I'm doing the other stuff probably not as well in terms of nutrition. But it's good to know that it's also okay to be like that and have little spurts of, gosh, shit, I'm not eating as well as I should, or I'm not training as well as I should. Maybe I'm run down, that's why I'm sick. At the moment, I've been probably not at my best in terms of feeling my best. The kids have been sick and stuff like that. So we've sort of been run down as a family. With the introduction of the little one. I'm definitely getting as much sleep as I possibly can. Nikki's the one living off absolutely 0 sleep and breastfeeding and being out with Jagger 24/7. But in terms of sickness with the kids, I can definitely tell when I'm doing the sessions, I'm just coughing non-stop, and that's just, I guess, a part of having 3 kids, that the sickness always sort of follows you around in the family. So looking at this week, obviously the mileage goes up. So we look at, if I grab Monday up, we've got 8 Ks again. It's an easy run. It changes from 6 in the week before, so everything's going to build up gradually. Then we go into our Tuesday run, which is, I'm really looking forward to this one. This is a 3K warm up into a 3 minutes on at 4:07 pace, 2-minute jog, and then a 1 minute at a 3:59 pace. So that changes a fair bit from last Tuesdays, where we did 1 minute at that 4:07 pace, and then a 2K cool down. So that's going to be, estimated nearly 12 Ks of running. Wednesday we've got off. Thursday we've got a 6K easy run, and then we've got Friday we've got sort of a hill run again if we can, which is 3K warm up into 3 40-second efforts with a 90-second recovery, and then we've got a 3-minute jog, and then we've got 8 200s on the 40, which is a 3:20 pace, with a 1 minute walk recovery, then a 3K cool down. Saturday we've got a 1 hour run, which will probably get around that sort of 12K mark, and then Sunday we've got off. So again, that builds, it's another sort of 10 Ks on top of what we did last week. So we sort of hit the 40K mark. Now we go to sort of nearly 50 over 5 runs. Again, whatever you choose to do, if it's 3, if it's 4, if it's 5, whatever you can commit to it. Don't change anything, don't have any excuses. If the weather's shit, if you don't get enough sleep, whatever it is, just chuck the excuses out. That's one thing that I'm trying to just zone in on anyone that wants to put themselves out there and do something that they don't think they can achieve. You can't just be lapsy-daisy. You can't be in one day, out the next. You're gonna be as motivated as you've ever been day one. Day one, you're gonna be, and you put yourself up to it, say, yep, I'm gonna do it. That's when you're gonna be as motivated as you're ever gonna be. Then when you actually have to do the work is when the hard stuff gets, it's when the hard shit happens. It's when you actually gotta go do the work. There's no more coming out with your voice and say, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this. It's actually gotta go, shit, I've actually gotta do it. I've gotta put my mouth and my body and my actions have gotta come before my words. So get rid of all the excuses. That's my biggest sort of thing of this movie is get rid of the excuses and put yourself out there. Understanding, I guess, the paces of what we're trying to achieve. And it's a 1.6K run. It's not a 10K, it's not a half marathon, it's a 1.6K sprint. It's as fast as you can go this 5-minute mile, which is why it's so hard. I mean, for mine, it's a 3:05 pace. 3:05 pace for 1.6 kilometers. If you look at some of the others, the times, so a 3:20 pace is a 5:23 mile. A 4:20 pace is a 7-minute mile. A 5-kilometer pace is an 8-minute mile. So pick something that you can challenge yourself and just have a crack at it, because these runs are only going to get harder and harder. This peak is probably the Tuesday when you're going to, do you know what I mean? This is when it's going to pick up quite quickly to achieve what we're trying to achieve in 12 weeks. Hopefully this series can give you a good understanding of what it takes mentally and physically to put yourself out there and to commit to it. And hopefully you can commit just like me every single day, make no excuses. Whatever happens, you have to get it done. And we're going to give you some tools and the knowledge to achieve that over the next sort of 10 weeks. Hopefully you can jump on board. Please subscribe, let your friends know about this channel, and let's keep these goals together. It's there's no better time than today. So let's crack in, let's get it done. We'll see you next Friday. All right, come with me, let's go. You're fast. Look at it. We're gonna go around the block, aren't we? Hey? All right, let's go. How far are you running? Go, Willow. Oh my God, look at you go. Using those arms. How far have you run? 1 kilometre. Hey, look at you go.
And I'm doing the above.
Above.